to the Mercenaries of Mulmaster. Our last session, the group had traveled to a woodcutting encampment to inquire about our order that was not being filled. We strong armed the main millmaster and got him to fill our order if we took care of what the problem was plaguing him. What was plaguing him was a group of fae that were protecting an enchanted well, and they didn't want their woods being milled out. So, after filling our skins and searching the area, we find nothing more of importance, save Klaus. Klaus discovered many wild herbs and flowers in which the sprites craft their sleep poison from. He gathered some ingredients. With the sun lowering, we made our way back to the mill camp. After tending to our wounded mounts, we find an interesting sight upon our arrival. The mill master is standing on a stool, its center brace and one leg seemingly shot away. The stool wobbles as his legs shake. A noose is strung around his neck and tied over a branch. Sitting in a laid-back manner about 20 feet away from him is a man. Michael, go ahead and describe your man.
What you see in front of you is about a 6 foot tall, 180-pound human who's got jet black hair and some pretty bushy eyebrows, and he's got a still looking wolf nearby about 5 feet from him, and he's got a kind of a odd looking hawk sitting on his shoulder, and he's got a leather duster over apparently he's wearing like a kind of a breastplate, and he's got in one hand he's got a pistol, and in the other hand he's got a blacksmith hammer, and he's intently gazing at this gentleman who's standing on this stool that's already had one, if not two, of the legs shot off, and this guy on top of it is wavering as he's dangling from a noose.
Casually, perfect. Casually holding a cigar in his mouth, with his wide brim hat lowered over his eyes. And what appears to be, okay, you already described the pistol, sorry.
Yeah.
He's holding this pistol casually, pointed at the stool the millmaster is precariously standing on. Klaus speaks. My dear good millmaster, what is the problems you have yourself in? Smiling all the while. The steel wolf is pacing around the man, never taking its glowing eyes off of the party. Never shifting his gaze from the millmaster, the man replies. The good millmaster here hired me to repair his machinery. I've done that, save a few blades in which I simply don't have the material. And now he's telling me he can't pay me, so that's a problem. Deverall interjects. You fixed the mill? It is operational. By yourself. The man replies, yeah, it works. As I said, it needs some new blades, but what it has will work until they get some newer ones. Now about my money. He cocks the hammer on his pistol, never taking his sights off the stool. Lysander sizing the man up. Wealth-wise, he's unsure, but he gets the feeling he's of equal station to most of the party. Abchanchu whispers, you know I am getting kind of hungry, as his fangs begin to descend. Deverall glances at him, giving him a look to contain himself for at least the moment. How much does he owe you, Deverall says. The man says 250 gold. Well then, we must see to it that you're paid. Tell me, sir, do you know anything about siegecraft? The man responds, I know it's elementary school stuff for the most part. You give a monkey a wrench and have a catapult in a day. The better stuff, well, takes someone with a little more education. Deverall asks, and you have such education? The man simply nods. Where would you need to go to finish this job here? The man replies, Mulmaster's got what I need, I'm pretty sure. Deverall ponders for a moment, looks to the wobbly millmaster and tells him, you'll pay this man and I'll add the money to your debit as a credit. Then he looks to the party. past time we've returned to the city. Lysander starts to object. Wait, whoa, we're laying low, remember? To which Deverall responds, we were laying low. It's time our enemies learn we are alive and well. Let them endure some sleepless nights knowing this. He then turns to the man with the gun. You'll have your money, and perhaps much more. I may have a proposition for you. We can travel to Mulmaster together and discuss it. Now, what is your name? The man takes the pistol away from the sight on the stool and tips his hat up with the barrel, turning his gaze to the party for the first time. My name is Razel, and who the hell wants to know? Who in the hell's indeed, sir? Klaus responds, grinning ear to ear. The man turns and shoots the rope holding the millmaster, dropping him unceremoniously to the ground, alive and gasping. Turns back to the party and simply says, well, I'm listening. What do you want to say about it? And that is where we are. Going into Mercenaries of Mulmaster, episode 4?
I think so, yeah.
All right, man. Rock and roll, John. It's all yours, buddy.
So when Raziel shoots the rope, Klaus walks over to the millmaster, extends a hand leaning forward and says, boy, oh boy, you seem to be getting yourselves into more trouble with the digging of the holes, and you're sure you cannot get out of them. Oh, you're going to owe so much. Matter, I am taking interest in your meal now. You might be working for me soon, and helps him kind of to his feet. Now get back to making sure your men make our wood. Wood is not going to cut itself. Go. And shoos him out the door and looks and says, so, we are going to town?
Deverall looks to Raziel and he says, I am Deverall. These are my associates, Lysander, Abatanchu, and the smiling gentleman is Klaus.
Hello, sir.
Good day.
I see you are keen with that. What is that you carry there? That wand is very, very, very special looking wand. It shoots the metal fireballs. No fire.
You got to have the right tool for the right job.
I say the same thing. Yes. I like him. He seems to know what he's talking about.
I mean, taking case here, I was just giving the guy a leg up so he'd stretch his imagination on how he'd pay me.
I see that it worked.
It was going to go one way or another, up or down.
I look to Deverall and go, we need to speak on a couple of matters. You went and spent money that isn't yours, and now you're telling me we're going back to the city.
What money did we spend that wasn't ours, Lysander?
No, that wasn't yours.
Oh, that wasn't mine. Well, my friend, all I can tell you is I'm not really concerned with monies. Your orphanage seems to be well on its way. I care more that people that wish me dead know they failed. Now, lay low if you want to. That is not how I operate.
Oh, no.
And trust me,
I
you'll
understand
know
that going
when,
back to the city.
The people that are coming after me come after me. Because they don't tend to be quiet about it.
You see, Lysander? We don't have to worry about our enemies in the city. We have enemies we don't even know about. He shoots like Chanchu, kind of another withering look.
It's
So we
been
best
like
be
a
on our way
decade,
then.
but you know, he's still around, I'm sure.
See, that is the problem with folks today. They always think about yesterday, or they think about what's going on tomorrow, and they never, ever, ever think about today. You might not make it tomorrow because you didn't learn from yesterday. That is the problem. See?
So if there are no qualms, then to Mulmaster we travel.
And while we are there, uh, I have an invitation here to a party to go to. So I think that, we have been working so very, very hard with our legs and doing all the walking and all the fightings in the woods with the tree people. And I think that, a good solid night of wine and dance and pleasantries is due for us. What do you all think? I got the invitation right here.
Let me see that.
Oh yes, no worries. Here, and I hand you over the invitation.
Endeavorall looks at it and just starts to grin. Oh, I would very much like to attend this party.
That makes two of us. So that's two of us is going to the party. Who else would like to go to the party? We can all go if you'd like to go. It's okay.
Go ahead.
Said
It's been a while
I
since I've
imagine
been
there
to a
will be
shindig.
some old acquaintances there.
As they say, the man has lived for 100 years. That's impressive enough in its own. For 100 years, is the living with the breathing and the eating and the sleeping. That's impressive.
I say we head on out.
The party. I say we
Decision's
go.
Yeah.
already been made.
We go to the cities, and everybody goes and does what they wants to do. If you wants to go to the stuff to get the stuff to fix the meal, or you want to go to that little chicken shop right there on the corner over in the East Block. It's a really good chicken. They say it's chicken. It's whatever. It's good.
Mr. Gearsmith, Raziel, I would like to pick your brain on this travel. Apparently, we are now in somewhat of I guess you could say, the construction business, and our position wasn't very well fortified. So, what kind of ideas would you have about such a thing?
Well, I always say a good defense is a good offense. And what I would do is I would fortify. I'd have to take a quicker look at it, but thickening any wall makes it harder to get through. And pain is a good teacher. So anyone trying to get through would feel some pain. So I would make sure that I would.
Shall build
Make
a
sure-
wall.
Yeah.
On a
Reputation
different
beautiful
note,
wall.
It was mostly the fire, I think, that was the problem the last time.
actually, I was thinking more of what we endured when we took Masker's Eye back. The mercenary crew that we thwarted had contraptions, pop-up volley launching ballistas of a sort. Would you be able to create something along those lines? Is that in your field of study?
Absolutely. That would be like picking corn on a hot day.
That would suck. It's the sun is out, and it's a beating on you, and the picking is a corn. I would not do that.
Well, good then. We have much to discuss on this ride.
We all know that you prefer room service. We get it.
The room service is spectacular. Says, this is all the stuff. It says, put it on the tab.
I'll send you
and send you.
the stats for those automatic ballista, Mike. They were a custom thing I did.
Okay.
Now we're having this discussion on the way to town, just for skip.
Yeah, we're just kind of. I want a reason to invite this artificer into this crew, and I have one. I'm like, We've just experienced these crazy contraptions, which I have no idea of how they work. And here this dude is walking around with a mechanical wolf and a hawk.
Right.
So I'm thinking he might know some things that I don't know. And I definitely want to recruit him into this party because that's what we're doing right now. We're in that, what do you call it, Eric? The fledgling phase?
Yes.
So
Rebuild.
perfect. Yeah, the rebuild.
All right. So as we discuss and chat and get to know each other, what is it? It's a couple hours outside of Mulmaster where we're at. We finally get back to the city, and do we all want to go as one, or do we want to split up and meet? From what I understand, the city is layered in levels. From the bottom level is the slummiest up to the highest level, which is where this party is to take place this evening. So what would
Not so
everybody
much
like
that
to
it's layered as much as it has districts, but yeah.
Well, it's literally built on a hill leading up to the mountain that backs one side of it, making it a very fortified city. The dock is the lowest portion right there at the Moon Sea. And it literally goes from the docks, which are decrepit and nasty, into more impoverished or less impoverished as it goes up the hillside up until the very top where the Council of Lords live, Blades, the Council of Blades, forgive my misrepresentation there. So it's literally top down economics, control, care, whatever you want to call it. The people that have money live at the top. The people that don't live at the bottom.
Yeah.
Eric and I grew up in the docky areas of said city. I enlisted. He kept murder hoboing. So that's a little background for anyone that doesn't know. Lysander and Deverall are actually childhood friends, if you call us that. We're still both very cutthroat and self-serving, but we've known each other since we were kids. That's how we've come to this group. Abchanshu was a hired wizard for the revolt, so we're just getting to know our blood-sucking friend with the strange eating habits.
So I say we get ourselves a place to stay and clean up before we attend said party. Have been traveling, I still have tree sap in my hair.
Did you just say the words "clean up"?
I did. Should make a good impression.
For the first time since y'all have traveled together, Deverell actually smiles, which he almost never does. He found that quite amusing.
I see it's a day of first things first. He's gonna wash his ears, and you're showing teeth. Smiles. No, remember?
I say as we travel through, I don't wish to linger in the wretched squalor that I so always wanted to escape. Let's pass through the industrial portion of the city, get our order in so that the orphanage can begin being rebuilt. And then let's find accommodations of a bit higher order. What say you all?
Get it cheaper down here.
No.
What did you say? We get a cheap one right here?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to agree. I think that someone of my caliber, at least, I can't speak for everyone's, but I cannot stay down here. This is beneath me. Below my standards, I can't sleep that way. But you are more than welcome.
Very well. We'll head farther into the city.
That's where I want to go, is up there. And I point.
Straight to the top of the mountain, Klaus.
Yep. Just look up and just point straight up. That's where they need to be right there.
So I'm guessing we'll travel towards that area, make a quick pit stop, place our orders for whatever parts that Roselle deemed that the mill needs to function at capacity,
Yeah.
and then continue on.
Find lodging in the upper echelons of the city. Yeah, there's no. Is there anybody want to visit a shop or, stop and see any old friends while we're walking through?
No.
Sure, many of us have old friends left.
Well, I'm sure you killed them all.
No, I didn't kill them all. They just
Other than
been staying.
Deverall. But,
I didn't really have friends. I have men that I commanded. Lysander is the only person that would be close to what you could call a friend, but
Yeah.
like I said, we just grew up together, man, and we took two different paths. We still know each other, so we're friends by default. We're still alive.
there it is.
Exactly.
When
I'm
you
not
need
from around
dirty
here,
work done.
so-
When you need dirty work done, you come to me just because you know it'll be done in shadow.
Oh yeah, if I want to get a word on the street, that's who I'd always go pay a little visit to. If he needed to know that, hey, the militia's going to run a sweep in this district soon, you might want to let your friends know. We scratched each other's backs throughout this coming up. May be the reason we're both still alive.
Probably.
All right, so we make our way to the mill area.
Well,
And
you also have the Church of
place-
Pain watching your back, but
place the order for what is needed to appropriately fix and finish the mill to make it work more sufficient. And we travel up into the Royal District, where we come to a nice little inn and tavern called the Prancing Pony. And the sign, or the walking horse, we'll call it the walking horse. And its sign is it's a beautiful horse, just carved out of walnut, and it's doing that front kick step as walking horses do. No saddle, nothing, just a bareback walking horse, carved out of walnut. So it's real. You can tell that just from the sign itself, that this is a really nice establishment. It's got curb appeal.
wouldn't surely stay in the Traveler's Cloak.
I don't know what the Traveler's Cloak is.
Knowing JD, it's probably a real inn in Mulmaster.
Yeah, I have the wiki page pulled up.
Oh,
Sure.
so then yes, we are at the Traveler's Inn, or the Traveler's Cloak is the name of this establishment, and its sign is oak wooden cloak with a traveler in it. So yeah, well, I don't care. It's cool. We can call it whatever. But that's the inn. Will we all like to procure rooms, or
Yes.
okay? So we go.
Yeah,
in.
we can do that.
Let's do the
Procure-
speaking, and the dirty guy in the back will do the paying.
Yeah, he's got all the fucking money.
Yeah,
The bum. The bum's got the pockets that open up and pulls sacks upon sacks of gold out of. Like, what the fuck?
So we walk in, and Klaus. Hello, good keeper. We would like the 5 rooms for the sleeping, if you have them. So, and if not, we're going to need you to make some adjustments just for us to do the sleeping in. and for the getting ready for the party. But we are going to the party that's at the ballroom today, and we need the room. I'll roll an intimidation check.
Here's a question for you, Rocky. Would you stable Ryder?
Raider?
Or,
No, I'm
sorry,
not
Raider.
stabling.
Okay.
That's a 15 on intimidation. What would I roll against that?
Is charisma the innkeeper's charisma versus?
Yeah.
Let's see. And the innkeeper's name is female Delva. It's common.
No, I plan on riding Raider up to the ballroom and then not even really tethering him to a nearby whatever. Just I'm gonna have him outside.
Does she have a +5 to whatever it is? Because if not, I beat her.
Yeah, she's just a commoner.
Oh, then she's intimidated, or not intimidated, but yeah,
Persuaded.
she's persuaded to make room for us, if you will. So we get our rooms, and Klaus says, also, we will all meet back down in the lobby for the drinking before we go to the party. Yes,
Yes.
for you to take the bath.
Yes.
Yeah, I could use some rust and dust knocked off of me.
That's farther south in the city. I mean, I can hook you up with a real cheap place.
I don't think that's what he meant. But I could be mistaken.
That's exactly what I meant.
He was looking for the ladies of the night. Look at you. Rugged man.
This is Mulmaster. They might as well call it the city of Tour.
As everyone's going to the room, I do go up to the innkeeper and I slam down on the desk a scroll or a piece of paper, and I look intently at the innkeeper and say, "Seen him?"
Ooh.
And basically, what you see is a warrant picture, a bounty actually, on a guy that kind of looks like an administrator or like a mayor of a town.
Huh.
She looks at the picture and she's already scared from the looks of us just walking in and the accent of the gentleman that spoke to her from the front. And she looks down and she says, no, not right offhand, but if I see somebody like that, I'll let you know.
I'd be
You'd
sure
be the
that
first
you
one.
do. I roll it back up and I put it into my vestment.
She kind of takes a step back away from the bar. And she slides keys.
I take the keys, blow a puff of smoke in her face, and leave.
If there's anything that we can do for you, don't hesitate.
I might take you up on that later, lass.
And she starts to blush. So we all go to our rooms, and Lysander takes a bath. I'm not sure how aggressively that bath will be.
So that, along with sending my clothes out for cleaning, other than my cloak.
Oh, you want to send it out for cleaning?
Yep.
Okay. It comes back about an hour and a half later, and it's still got stains all in it. and it's clean. It smells not like dead possums.
It's a step up.
But there's a note in it that says, I do apologize that we could not get your cleaning rags all the way clean.
I guess with that, we're going to a nobleman's party. Maybe we
We are
need
indeed.
some nobleman's clothes.
Well, I see that you're having trouble cleaning your rags, and I put a little solution in front of you that's kind of like white powder. And I go, this is what I use to get the blood out. And there's a label on it that says Calgon.
Nice. Deverall cocked his head listening to y'all talk about noble clothes. And he sends out for like a silk riding cloak, high quality, bright red.
I was thinking that we'd send out for an actual tailor.
Let's do that then.
That
We
way
have some
there's
hours
only
before this
one or
party,
two that
am I
know-
correct?
That
Yeah.
way there's only one or two people that know we're here yet.
Yeah, we have a couple hours for the party. Party don't start till, hell, when we get there.
Well, that's what I need. A silk cloak, bright red, something fancy. I'll be in my room polishing my armor. For these are my party clothes. Then I'll turn and leave to my room, sliding the key off the bar. Shh. I look over my shoulder right before I ascend the stairs and say, there's a horse out front and barting. Make sure your men leave it be. He bites.
And she
Then I
just,
go to my room and start polishing up my armor.
so who's sending out for the tailor?
I'm assuming that the barkeep or the Delva can send out an errand boy to go and collect a tailor.
Yeah, she'll
She's
send.
She's seen the back sack of gold that I pulled out to pay for the rooms.
Yeah, she'll definitely send somebody out to go get a tailor. So everybody goes to their rooms and gets situated, and a couple of 30 minutes go by or whatever, 40 minutes go by. Lysander's had his bath. Deverall's armor is polished to where you can see 3 generations in the future. And no dust has been knocked off of what's your character's name again, Mike?
Raziel.
Raziel. No dust has been knocked off of Raziel. He's just been sitting in the chair drinking whiskey. And what's your Abachakchu?
Yeah.
Chewy.
Chewy. That's so much easier. Chewy has been sitting levitating a little bit above the bed, meditating and drinking a little bit of blood from some vials, just kind of hanging out when knocks at everybody's door come except for Klaus's. And as you open it is the tailor's. There's been one sent to every one of you, so you may choose to get it form however you'd like to go. So that is up to you, and that will take up the remaining time that we're up until the party. We'll just say that. You know what I mean? Now you can. So we'll start with Rye. Go ahead, Rye. Mike. That's why I'm just going to call you Rye because I can't remember your name either.
Rise.
Raz.
That's about what I
Raziel.
drink.
Raz.
Raziel, like the angel.
Raziel.
Yeah. I like Raz.
Raziel.
And after taking obviously quite a bit of sips off of a bottle, I had the tailor make me a, almost a velvet-looking replicant of exactly what I wear before. It just happens to be black velvet over my breastplate to cover it up. And I still keep the hat though. The hat's got to stay. It's this black duster with
Iconic.
the leather black band around it, and that's it. Maybe polish my boots.
There you go.
Gentleman
All
outlaw. Gentleman outlaw.
Gentleman outlaw. Yeah.
Lysander, what would you like the tailor to make for you?
Being as I've never had much money in my entire life, I'm taking a page from Dumb and Dumber here, and I am going to have myself in this bright hot pink fucking tuxedo. But it's going to be large enough to actually go over, or fitted well enough to go over my leather armor.
And do you have the ruffled feather, like the ruff? I can see you got like the ruffled neck.
Ruffled feather,
You know what I'm saying?
out of a top hat.
Yeah. A 10-gallon hat.
Gentleman.
All right. Chewy, what would you like besides lunch?
I'd like to know if the tailor will be missed.
Oh shit.
I guess you just want to make him into lunch. What would I? Let me roll.
The tailor will be missed.
The man makes the clothes.
You know what? I'll roll a percentile chance. You have a 1 in 25% chance. If you get 25 or below, he will not be missed. Oh, that's a 70. So he will be missed, unfortunately, because he is with a team of other tailors.
Unfortunate. Well, then I will not feed on him. I actually don't need any tailoring done. I'm a wizard. I am always dressed nicely.
Okay, and so then that tailor goes and doubles up on Lysander because of the intricacies of the suit itself. Deverall, what about you, bud? What would you like to have done?
Since I have a full tailor here, I'm just going to go with I said red earlier. I'm not. A orange silk tabard with the gauntlet of Bane stitched into the chest area, and capes kill people. So just a fine silk tabard to drape over my armor.
Nice. Okay. And as the tailors finish up hours later, because yours didn't take long, as soon as yours finished, it also went over to Lysander's, and so did Raz's tailor went to Lysander's, and it was by the time it was like a four banger. They were all working on Lysander because of the
I haven't brushed my hair in 20 years, so
pure gaudiness of it all. And as we all come back out after getting done, we meet in the tavern room there. Everybody give me perception checks.
$18.
22.
7.
you get, Lysander?
13.
A what?
13.
All right. Chewie and Raz notice as a gentleman comes down the stairs and says something under his breath, and you hear him just slightly, and you recognize it's Klaus's voice. You recognize, Chewie, the man that Klaus had tied up, that he cut his eyelids off.
Uh-huh.
That's the man walking down the stairs now.
Interesting choice.
And Raz and Deverall just don't pay attention so much as to somebody else walking down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then this gentleman walks up and gets in amongst all of you and says, "Okay, we are all here. So now we have our legs. Let's go. Let's use our legs to do the walking to the party. Are you ready to go have some fun? Have some party? I like it's a good party." Now everybody knows that the man standing before you sounds just like Klaus, but looks nothing like Klaus.
Yeah.
Well, Deverall never saw that man. He didn't go upstairs, so that works out that he didn't notice him until now.
Hold on one second, guys.
I do think that man had much less of an accent than you do, though.
Kind of hard to
I've known
discern
Klaus
with the
for a very
gag
long
in his
time.
mouth and his tongue on the table, I would think.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Just from his appearance, though.
He ain't
My
fooling
legs
around.
are outside, waiting on me.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm riding Raider up to the ball, and I'm just going to hop off of him and loose tether him to something nearby.
I mean, we all rode in, so.
Yeah, I mean, we all have horses, so yeah, you're right.
You don't want to take a coach?
Oh,
I mean, if you want to spring for it.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I'll stay outside the coach on my horse. That's kind of like home.
I just got these clothes, and I just took a bath. I don't feel like smelling like horse tonight.
I'll ride Raider beside the coach as well. We'll look like men at arms riding up with the fancy coach people.
I look over him and say, "What's the name of your horse?"
This is Raider.
Raider. Nice.
And when a Raider turns its gaze at you, its eyes the pupils don't glow like a horse's pupils would, like green.
Mm-hmm.
They have that red predator's glow inside of them. Kind of.
Well,
How
I
much
know.
would you say tailoring would be? The rooms were 75 gold for the 5 of us. Rooms and stabling. I'm just paying for it. Even if you're not stabling your horse.
Tailoring as a service probably wouldn't have been terrible. Maybe a couple gold each.
Yeah, even with the fanciest costumes and whatever, it'd be what?
It'd be
For
mostly the material cost, but yeah.
Like hands-on service, like 5 gold for maybe Raz and 5 gold for Lysander at the most. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how much does a silk tabard cost? You know what I'm saying? Like 20 silver, something like that. I mean,
Okay.
I'm being heavy-handed on the pricing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Lysander has like a shit ton of gold and silver. So that's why I'm like, I'm actually trying to keep track of how much is actually disappearing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're going to do that for like another 3 sessions and then be like, fuck it, I can't keep up. I'm rich.
I'm just gonna say total
I'm
because
rich.
the rooms would have been 75 gold, so that's 750 silver. We'll say another 250 silver for clothing. So
Okay.
1,000 silver. Just to
Sounds
make it
good to
easy.
me, man.
Let's see. Yeah, fine clothing is 15 gold. So
150.
Okay.
So
I was on the cheap end, I guess.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. My kids just came home.
No worries. We were doing the semantic portion of the session today.
Yeah.
Heard. All right.
I'm
So
just trying to keep track of the, over 2,000 gold that I have.
Well, it happens.
that's what happens when you knock off a whole town.
Right. Say when you rob a whole town.
He
But-
literally did.
We all
He had time to do it too.
We all gather in the tavern floor there and decide it's time to go to the party. So as we traverse through the nice part of the city, up with the rich folks, if you will, we come to the great ballroom, and there are 2 guards, one standing on either side of the big mass double door. And as we approach, I hand the invitation over to the guards, and he looks and he says, go ahead, you're free to go. And he says, but what of their invitation? And I say, well, they are with me, and I'm sure you'll recognize my companion there. He has served and probably
yeah,
some
he's straight up wearing the crest
points
of
it.
Bane on his chest. So I mean,
Right. And he points it at Deverall, and they all kind of look up and roll me a intimidation check, Deverall.
I like them. Hold on. Okay, 17 was my roll. Let me see what my bonus is. Intimidation. That'll be a 23 plus
All right.
6.
So just standing
Are
there.
they militia guards?
Yes, they look to be. Well, they're wearing not like the normal militia, because this looks like to be almost a private affair, being it's a birthday. So they almost look like personal guard, but they
Fair
do
enough.
recognize the aura that's coming off of you. So without saying a word, they kind of look at each other and kind of look back at you, and then look back at Klaus and look at the rest of the party. And when they look at Lysander, they realize his dress, and it kind of lightens the mood, and they pull back the spears, and one leans over and opens the door and allows us to enter the ballroom. And as we come into the ballroom, it is full of people sitting, chatting, laughing, drinking, hobnobbing. There's a big dance floor, as you see on the map. And then in front of that is the stage where a slightly eloquently dressed human bard is playing and keeping everybody in the festive mood with the tunes. As we all enter, you see Klaus start to walk through the crowd, and on the other side, when he comes out, he no longer looks like the merchant. He looks like Klaus again as he heads up to the stage. Where's Klaus at?
Right here.
Yeah.
You want to go up on stage or just be close to the stage?
Oh, I'm going up on stage right there.
Okay.
What would y'all like to do? Oh, and it's perusing. Give me a Devereaux, give me a perception check.
All right. 14. Hold on. 19.
Out of the corner of your eyes, you're so used to doing throughout your combat experience that when you walk into a room, you always glance. You're always aware of your surroundings and the people, and or you're rather you can characterize people just by glances. And out of the corner of the eye, you see somebody that looks awfully familiar to you. And as you glance up from his armor is what catches your eye. And as you glance up, you see the face that you know very well. It is your old commander, Blade Barrows. And he is leaned over with his elbow on the table, leaned over talking to somebody else across the room, hobgobbing. What would y'all like to do?
Well, John, in all fairness, I do have my Steel Defender with me. Or is that what's the reaction of that and the hawk that's on my shoulder? Are people wary of me having this metal wolf kind of coming in with me?
I would imagine in polite society they're probably more like, why? But beyond that, they probably don't really care.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to
Kinda
the
give you-
eccentric people.
Yeah, they give you a sideways glance like, ooh. Hell, one woman comes up to you and says, oh my, where did you get that? I must have one.
I made him.
Nobody has one of those.
Nice.
You're actually with your hawk and your metal wolf, you're almost eccentric in this type of environment. They've never seen nothing like that, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh
Sorry,
shit! He just
dude.
got 2 wolves. No, I'm just kidding.
And you know how rich people are. It's got money to waste.
Yeah.
I'm
Mike,
gonna
he's
nudge
already on the board,
Abchachu and point over at Blade Barrows and say, "Well, it wouldn't be very polite of me if I don't say hi to an old friend." And I'm just, where's he sitting?
We'll go ahead and say that he's sitting over here.
Okay.
We'll say that no, this is the birthday guy right here. We'll say he's sitting there and he's sitting at the main table.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over there just as broadly as I can be. And as I reach the table and he looks up and sees me, give him an old salute. Blade Barrows, what a surprise to see you here.
When his eyes catch yours, you notice that his skin almost goes pale and his eyes widen as he kind of leans back and goes from elbow to hand on the edge of the table. And almost, oh shit, he's alive. Before he gains his composure and salutes back and says, good Deverall. How is retirement treating you?
Oh, retirement it has been fair. We've had a few business ventures go up in smoke, but we recover. I trust you found a suitable replacement for me. Yes?
Well, I feel that there is no suitable replacement for a man with your talents, but we will sure try. It is good to see you. It is good to see you, and I hope your ventures treat you well. But I've got to bid you adieu. And to you, sir, happy 100th birthday. May you live another 100 more. And he gets up and he makes his way, and as he walks past you, he grabs you by the shoulders and taps you on one and looks you in the eye and says, it is good to see you, my friend. I hope you do well. And he walks out of the ballroom.
I nod to the birthday boy. Happy birthday. And then I'm just going to walk back to where my crew is at and find an appropriate seat for the show. That looks
What are you doing, Raz?
Yeah. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am going to move. I guess I'm going to go over and check out this bull because I've driven a lot of. Is this a Minotaur? So it's kind of reminded me of being on the range and doing cattle drives. And I've never actually really talked to a steer that I've never steered.
Well, when you get up to him, you notice that he's not sitting in a chair. He's sitting in a contraption that's sitting on wheels. You see a very large Minotaur that has like glittered rainbow ribbons tied around his horns and a nice like rose gold and very intricate and beautifully decorated chest piece. And yeah, he's bedazzled like a whole lot, and he is fixated on, and he's not sitting in like a stadium chair. It's not even connected. So
yeah, the contraption, as much as it's an oddity for me to see a bull that I'm not like roping, I'm actually more interested at this point on how the contraption works because my mind's like running a million miles a minute on how does that work? How's it put together? How would I build one? And what would be the purpose for it?
right.
Make an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check.
Let's see here. That is a 19.
Yeah, you can look at it and you can tell that this was built by a pretty smart guy. It's got a lot of gears and a lot of working parts, and that you have deciphered that when you hit this lever that you notice on the back of the seated part, that how it'll transform, how the wheels fold in and do this and almost create like shields for the thighs, and you can see the joints and how the gears would work. So it's your gears are turning and you're like click 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 click. So you're starting to formulate plans on how you think this would work, and you it's a wheelchair. You deduce that this is a transforming wheelchair.
Yeah. And I'm an artificer, so I mean that's my backyard. That's my wheelhouse. I'm looking to see how it works and see how I would be able to adapt it or integrate it into any designs that I've come up with.
He said wheelhouse.
And the creature sitting in it is, you're just standing there looking at his wheelchair and not paying no attention to him, just staring, looking at his wheelchair, kind of just back and forth. And he has no idea that you're even standing there. He just rolled a 10 on his perception. So he is fixated on the bard on stage.
I'm not making it like I'm way obvious that that's what I'm looking at. That's like I'm amazed and enamored by how this is put together. The fact.
Yeah, like you reach down, grab the handle, shake it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
turn the wheel. I'm like turning them around.
And the Minotaur is just standing there, just like in literal like complete awe. Like nothing else matters at this particular moment but that bard on stage.
Yeah, I'm flipping all the levers and switches and kind of like trying to figure out how that.
He's just standing up, sitting down, standing.
Yeah, okay. Roll me another intelligence check.
All right. Not that. That's 20.
Yeah,
dirty 20.
You see that lever, and you're like, this is how it starts it all, I believe. And you reach over and you snatch the lever down, and it does. You hear the gears start to turn, and the Minotaur like stands up. The front wheels are small, and they kind of fold in behind the heel, above the heel, around the Achilles, and the back wheels are bigger, and they fold over the thigh and make like thigh plates. As the Minotaur now stands fully erect at 6'7", standing straight up. With the back part is almost like a back brace. Now he has these metallic framed legs. And he finally does turn and look and go, oh, hey, how are you? Are you doing okay? That was didn't expect that. That was yeah, would you like to sit down?
Well, don't mind if I do.
Oh yes. Here, there's a seat next to me. And then he reaches back and heats the lever, and it refolds, and he sits back down next to the seat where you're sitting. And he's like, oh yeah, that's a friend of mine a long time ago made these for me. I had an unfortunate accident when I was young, and a friend of mine made these for me so I could, feel normal again, so people wouldn't ostracize me. I hate when that happens.
Looks like you've made lemonade out of lemons.
Oh, that's what I always say. Even if it's sour, just add a little sugar to it. It'll be okay.
Getting canceled for this episode.
Oh, shit. I can't stand sirloin. God bless me. I'm curious as how much silverware Lysander's already stole in the last 2 months. That was my
I'm
next
not a
question.
Kender.
Expedition.
All right.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing chit chat with sirloin. I do also pull out of my vestment and show him, hey, have you ever seen this guy before?
And he says, ooh, he looks like a ruffian. No, I don't think I have, but
All I can say is he's going to look rough when I find him.
Well, you should always give people second chances.
Yeah, I'll give him a second chance to die.
See, that's not the spirit I was talking about, but that's the spirit. We'll work on it. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody has rough edges. It's our job. It's nice people to smooth those rough edges out.
And in the back of my mind, I'm like thinking, what is this bull talking about? This is a bunch of bull.
What are you doing, Chewie?
I rolled a 22 to follow the blade on my stealth check.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
The intrigue begins.
You take out after him. How far behind would you like to be behind him?
Let's see, I have dark vision out to 60 feet, so... Yeah, I'll stay about 60 feet back.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. You see him take out, and he is steadfast, and he is headed for the first, looks like he's headed towards, just down the road. You don't really know where he's going. He's just walking very fastly down the road in an easterly direction.
Okay. Well,
We'll say that.
I'll just keep following him.
All right. What about you? What are you doing then, Lysander?
I am actually going to walk my butt up. Where am I? I'm gonna go and kind of maneuver myself in over at these tables and reach into my pocket, pull out a brass mug with a jade inlay or ladybug jade inlay, and get a fill up.
Okay, so you
Hey, you moved Mike's character, Eric. Not
Oh, did I?
Lysander.
Sorry.
Lysander's still at the entranceway. There you go. Okay.
Fresh G money. All right, so you go and you start drinking. Huh? Is that what happens?
Yes.
You start drinking.
That's
All right.
exactly what I do.
All right. About 10 minutes go by. 15 minutes or so go by. Lysander's had a couple of drinks in him already, just standing over down in the free booze. Raz is conversating in between hard gazes from the Minotaur to the Bard. Deverall is literally just sitting and just enjoying the show, just kind of sitting there, relaxing, just kind of looking around. Chewie, you notice that
He's not there. He's following.
I know, but as he follows, about 15 minutes after following, you have looped around to the top end of the city, all the way around the backside, and he has stopped one of his men and whispered and told him something, and you see the man take off as the Baron goes into the room or the building, and the door slams in front as the guard takes off. And a minute or two later, you see 5 men come out of the adjacent building and start running back towards the ballroom. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and stay ahead of them, and I'll spider climb over buildings if I need to stay hidden.
Okay.
I will make my way back to the ballroom and hopefully get there first.
Okay. Now back to the ballroom. As you all are sitting there enjoying yourselves and doing what you do, you hear the one bard, the main bard, says, it's time for the happy birthday. So if we could just have the birthday boy come up on stage. And everybody starts to clap and, oh yeah, it's just the birthday. So the gentleman comes up and comes into the center stage there, and the bard starts to sing. And all of a sudden, after about the second happy birthday, you hear, oh, no, you are doing that all wrong. Oh, it isn't so hard to find good help these days. Let me show you how this is supposed to be done. Oh, jeez. And you see Klaus come from out behind the curtain, walk down the stage, and get right up next to the elf, and pulls out his bandolore, and he says something in almost a Gaelic tone, just a couple of words as he kind of tunes his mandolore, and he strums, and then he starts to sing ever so elegantly the happy birthday song with a 18 plus performance. 18 plus 8 with a 26 performance on happy birthday. What would your bard like to do, sir?
My bard, actually, during his performance, is actually going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh. On
your bard.
Oh, okay. What do I have to make?
Whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, second damage.
18 plus 1, a 19.
Takes half as much damage.
Is this like Marilyn Monroe singing of Happy Birthday? Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
Happy birthday
Birthday.
to you.
That's
So-
exactly what's happening.
While your bard is singing, he takes. Let's see, that's 7, so half. He takes 3 points of psychic damage.
All right, let me find my pad. Oh, there it is. 3
That's
points
crazy.
of damage. Okay.
You're an asshole,
So after the happy birthday, Mr. Gill. Oh! And he turns and looks up at, what's his name, Eric?
Richard.
Huh?
Richard Prideglade.
Richard, that's right. As he turns up and look at Richard, he's going to cast Vicious Mockery and say, resorting to tricks, are we? You'll never be as good as me. So you need to make a, I don't know, what is Vicious Mockery?
Hold on. Oh, if I have it. No,
It's also a wisdom saving throw.
I think it's a wisdom save, yeah.
Save or suck.
Yeah, you got to
he
get,
sucks.
oh, 13? You didn't beat a 13?
No, I did not. I rolled a
Oh,
4.
that's, oh, yes. No, you did not. What's the damage on that?
At that level, 2d4. And he has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls next round.
4. I got you take 5 points of whatever Vicious Mockery damage.
Psychic.
And then I go back to singing Happy Birthday to the birthday boy.
Then
I
we're
smell a
having a
bard
bard off
off
here.
coming.
we're having a bard off. So now,
Yeah,
in the
that's
middle
going
of this,
down.
again, as you go back, I now cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on you. Same spell save DC of 15.
Oh, I rolled the wisdom save?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 6 plus 1, so 7.
Okay. Creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into a fit of laughter as if this spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration, which is concentration 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
As I bend over and whisper in his ear, Happy birthday. And the hideousness of my laugh is starting to come out. The sadisticness, the psychopathic banter of my true laugh is starting to come out as my grin sharpens in the corners and creases almost to the top of my jawline as I fall down to my knees and roll to my side, holding my stomach, laughing hysterically.
Would that affect Klaus's like disguise self? If
He's not
He's not in
a
disguise
spell, he's
anymore.
actually in a
oh, he's
disguise
not.
kit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
what
So
would
he
that-
really looks maniacal, basically, on the ground laughing, is what you're saying.
right. And with that, the birthday boy kind of stands up and backs away and looks up at Richard and then looks back down at Klaus as everybody's starting to like, oh my God, and like stand up from their seats. And you can see some people start to shuffle and whatnot. What would everybody like to do? Starting with Richard, go ahead. What would you like to do?
I'm actually going to go back to singing Happy Birthday.
Okay. Do you want to move or do you want to stay there?
No, I'm going to stay up there, but I am going to use enthralling performance.
Okay.
And so that's me. That's up to 4 creatures.
What are you
Listen to-
using?
Enthralling performance, because I have been performing the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that's listened to me for up to a minute, well, up to 4 creatures, need to make a wisdom saving throw. But nobody else has been aggroed on me, so it's just going to be the bard.
All right, so I have to make another wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Oh, that's another 6. So
Is that
7.
concentration?
No, that is just a bard ability.
Enthrall is a spell.
Enthralling
And-
performance. You can, starting at level 3, 3rd level, you can charge your performance with seductive
Oh, it's a
fey magic.
it's a subclass ability. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
one
my
of the
bad.
knowledge abilities.
I rolled another 7.
Yeah. So, attempt to inspire wonder in your audience by singing, reacting to a poem, or dancing. At the end of the performance, choose a number of humanoids within 60 feet of you who watch and listen to all of it, up to a number equal to, blah, blah, blah. Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, or be charmed by you.
Oh, I get advantage on those.
Yes, you do.
While charmed in the way the target idolizes you, speaks glowingly of you and anyone.
13, 14, not 14. I still got a 14. Oh, 14.
This effect ends on the target after 1 hour if it takes any damage if you attack it, or if if it witnesses you attacking or damaging any of its allies. So.
Yeah, I am now charmed by you and laughing hysterically while looking right at you.
Yep.
Do we see that Klaus is not acting like Klaus right now?
Roll me insight check.
Nat 20.
Yes, you do not believe that Klaus is acting like Klaus right now. Like, you know that some bitch is crazy, but he looks really crazy right now. Roll me a performance check, Richard.
John, I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab something real quick.
Okay.
That would be a 21.
All right. Your performance has actually kind of calmed everybody back down to where they think this might be part of the show. Even the birthday boys kind of relaxed and kind of back into the groove of, this. But yes, Devereaux, you do know that things are not what they seem.
Okay.
Klaus.
So while charmed in this way, the target idolizes you. It speaks glowingly of you to anyone who talks to it. So at this point, I will drop concentration on Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right. Klaus is still laughing.
Now what do you think of my performance?
Oh, you're so amazing. I want to learn from you. Will you let me be? Oh, I want to just follow you around. You can't have a good sandwich without the spread, and I will be the spread. I promise I'll be good for you.
That may get your Minotaur a little upset.
Oh, yeah.
What would that be?
What?
That's a 15 on an insight. So he kind of looks up and sees and hears Klaus, and you hear him. That's real nice of you, but he's already spoken for. And Klaus turns and looks and says, by who? We are together, me and him. And he kind of unlatches his seat and stands up and starts walking up the stairs towards Richard. And he says, well, I think you don't have to be here. Some, things change. It's okay. You can just go sit back down next to my friends over there, and then watch the show. He's amazing. He's amazing. I'm going to learn so much from him. What would everybody like to do?
Would you let me know
Oh,
when I
okay.
arrive back, please?
Huh?
I need to know when I return to the ballroom, please.
Yeah, let's kick back over to Chewy.
Yep. And you are ahead of them, and you do reach the door as you start to hear this monologue as you come through the front door there, Chewy. And not far behind you are the 5 men that Blade Boros
So
pushed
as
out.
I step through the door, I'll look for Deverall.
All right, give me a perception check.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you kind of glance around and you see, not sitting in the front row, but about 3 rows back or so, right on the edge, you see the glisten of his armor, and then you realize, up there he is, right there, boom.
So I'll
So you find him.
basically
I'm over
run-
here.
Yeah, run towards him. Just kind of with that look in my eyes, like we got trouble.
And when I see him, I hear this, and I was like, I'm afraid we do too. Something's up with Klaus.
Oh no, your friend, the Blade? Yeah, he sent people. They're
Oh.
right behind me, as a matter of fact.
And
Good.
as he says that, the Minotaur walks over to Klaus as Klaus stands up and has his bandolier in his head. And you hear, no, I am going to be the one, and you will not be the one. And Klaus swings his bandolier. 15 plus that 8, so 23. 23 does hit, and I cast Shillelagh on it earlier when I tuned my guitar and hit those little Irish tunes. So what is that, Shillelagh?
Is that an extra D6?
So what's that? Just what?
Sneak attack.
Do I get that?
Is he surprised that you're attacking him? I'd
I
make him
mean-
roll an insight check.
Also, would you attack him if you're charmed by Richard?
Yeah, because he's not. Yeah, I'm trying to be the one that Richard I follow him, and this guy's telling me that he's that one. So if I take him out, then I'm the one that goes to Richard.
Yeah.
Denying it. But he rolled a 20 on the insight.
Oh, you don't get surprised.
Hmm.
So there's no auto crit.
Nope.
But
Would that be a 1d6 for the club? I guess you'd use that as a club.
Yeah, it'd be a club, so that's a d6, and then
So that's
Shillelagh's a D6 as well, so that's 2D6.
2d6.
plus your strength.
Or dex.
No, it's strength if it's a club.
Yeah.
So plus 1. Plus 4 altogether. Alright. Here we go. 2d6 plus 4. That's 4 points. So 8 points of damage to
Sirloin.
card. And
Did
I'm
you roll
going to
your
need
sneak attack?
everybody. Huh?
Did you roll your sneak attack damage too?
I didn't
Doesn't get it.
on.
He wasn't surprised, but I would say you'd probably still get a sneak attack because it's not exactly like we're in combat. Actually, technically, because you moved first and he hasn't acted in combat, you get advantage, which would give you the sneak attack.
That's true. You're an assassin.
All right,
So-
I'll roll the
You do
2d6.
get sneak attack. You get advantage against creatures that have not acted.
Oh, that's 11 more. So what did I say the first one was? 8
So
and
that's
11,
19
so
total.
19 points. 19 total. Damn.
Kabong! He's at it again, folks.
Damn. And with that, I need. Oh, and right as soon as
Oh yeah.
Klaus smacks Sirloin across the side of the head with his bandolier, in come bursting 4 knights and their captain. Boom, boom. Busting in the door. Bam, bam, bam. Looking frantically for their old comrade.
Wait.
As I see them,
So the blade came
hit the
back
door.
with them?
What's that?
I'm just asking if did the blade come back with him because he's using the same icon.
No.
So I just want to make sure it's not him.
No,
Okay.
no. No, I was just using that icon just because I didn't feel like having anybody do the work to get another icon.
Okay.
So that's the veteran, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As they hit the door, I'm mentally going to say Raider to me.
All right. I need everybody to roll.
Now it's initiative time.
Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
Ooh, sweet.
Sirloin rolled.
Nat 20 for
Sirloin
24.
rolled a. +2. Sirloin got a 4. And Honcho got, or not Honcho, but Claus got a 16 + 4, dirty 20.
Okay.
And about that time, or as the blow strikes and the door busts open and these men charge in, the music stops and everybody stands up from their seats and starts to clamor and starts to almost panic in a sense, as if there's a riot fixing to go down. All right, everybody's initiative rolls are done.
Raziel, what'd you get for initiative?
I got a 17.
Okay.
The knights got a 7, and their veteran captain got a 4.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had wifey and baby mama hit me at the same time. That's rare. Oh, has everyone else got their initiative yet?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
waiting
you
for
did
yours.
yours.
Okay, Deverell has a 10
Okay.
and Raider has a 7.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well.
Neither did anybody else.
Is it all a bunch of low scores?
Speak for
Yeah,
yourself,
for the
man.
most
I got
part.
24 on a nat 20.
Let me see. Where's the okay? Abchanchu's in there. Klaus is in there. Brazil, Shadow. Okay. Hawk. Yeah. Oh, we ain't do too bad. We ain't do too bad. Okay. Let's get this party rocking.
One problem at a time, damn it. 5, 10, 15. Let me check my range. 15 feet. So. Sweet.
Finish good.
They're gonna need to make a con save.
Okay. All four of the soldiers.
And the captain, yeah. DC
All
15.
right.
You just
Okay.
hit him with that fucking necrotic shit you fucked overall up with?
Yep.
One
Oh,
gets
shit.
an 11. One gets a 5. One gets an 8. One gets a 12. The captain now gets an 8. So they all fail.
All right, so they all take, let's see, 12 plus 3, 15 plus 4, 19 points of necrotic damage. They are blinded and deafened.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a nasty spell. He hit me with that second session.
Yeah, me
I
too.
was gonna kill him.
What spell was that again?
It's called Necrotic Wave.
Wow.
All right. And with that, you you can see almost like a pressure wave just emanate off of Chewie and hit all 5 of the men that just erupted into the door as they all kind of like take this grayish green tone to the skin and start to kind of belch over and make these as if something is starting to eat them alive from the inside. What else would you like to do there, Chu Manchu?
Um,
You got some movement left. You got a bonus action, I believe.
yeah, I have a bonus action, but not really anything to do with it until they actually try to do something to me. So, um, let's see, they're blind and deaf, so I can probably just move back off. So 5, 10, 15, that's all of my movement.
All right. Would you get an opportunity to attack at disadvantage when you left his site or his area? Because you walked right up next to the captain.
It's blind and deaf, so
I
he might not
mean,
even noticed.
yeah, uh, you could give it to him, but yeah,
We'll do it at disadvantage just to stay fair.
okay.
Oh yeah, a 5 plus. Yeah, he misses with a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Yeah, because as you back away, he just pulls his sword real quick and just starts flailing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
As he no longer can see and hear, so he just starts flailing in front of him,
Yeah.
and you kind of tuck away like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? As you back away.
Yeah, I just walk up to him and just blackness just erupts from me. And then I just back
Right.
off.
So that would be your turn. It is Klaus's turn. Now, does Klaus get a save at the end of the turn from this charmed or what?
No.
At
So,
all?
the effect ends if the target ends on the target after 1 hour. If it takes any damage, if you attack it, or if it witnesses you attacking or damaging any of its allies. So
Oh.
he's
So
charmed
I'm
for
gonna-
1 hour unless I attack you or I attack any of your allies.
or I take damage.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna whop the good old Minotaur again there with my wampum stick. That's a 14 plus 8 is a 22. That hits. So what's that? I don't get the sneak attack no more, do I?
No, you're in stand-up combat with him.
So it's 2d6 then. Ooh, 11 plus 4. So another 15 points of damage to Sirloin. And
That's a
he has,
vicious lover's quarrel we're witnessing, guys.
and he
It's about
has
to get fun.
he has 15. He has disadvantage on his attacks against me now. Again. So, that is my turn. So, Raz, it is your turn, sir. What would you like to do?
All right, this is the first time I've ever played an artificer, so do bear with me if and correct me if I'm wrong. So what I want to do is, because I get 2 attacks per action, am I able to split those into 2 different types of attacks?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Well, talk to me.
Okay, so the first one, if I decide to cast Eldritch Blast, which has 2...
That's a
That
spellcasting
is
action, not an
two
attack.
streams.
That is
But
a spell. That's an
Okay,
action. It's casting a spell at your level. You get 2 bolts.
Right.
That's an
And-
action, a whole action.
Okay, so that's a whole action. So
But you
unless I
can throw one
No.
bolt at a different. You can
No,
throw
I
each
told
bolt
you.
at different targets if you want.
So I wouldn't be able to shoot my
then-
pistol and then Eldritch Blast.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, but you'll be able to shoot your pistol twice.
Right. So it's kind of like one or half a dozen of another. Okay. So
Right.
what I'll do just for the flavor here is I will pull out my pistol and take 2 pot shots at the blinded and deafened captain.
All right, go ahead and
Take those with advantage.
yeah, there you get
Yep.
advantage.
Okay. So here's the first shot. It's either a dirty 20 or it's a dirty 20 on the first shot
Yeah, you
for 9 points. And the second shot is a 23 or it's going to be a 23
you hit him.
for 9 points again. And then
Didn't roll very good on that damage, huh?
it's 1d10 plus 3.
What's your intelligence modifier?
Plus 5.
It doesn't go by your dex, Michael. It goes by your intelligence modifier. You're a battlesmith.
Okay, so that would be 11 and 11.
Yeah. Okay. Remember, intelligence is what you use for your magic weapon attacks.
Okay. I'll have to adjust that. And then as my action, my movement and my bonus action, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and gain some coverage behind this, maybe half coverage from these seats. And my bonus action is to move my steel defender next to me, and Hawk is just hovering there.
Okay.
And I believe that's my action, my movement, and my a bonus action, and that's me.
Well played.
Shadow and Hawk are gone. Mr. Deverall, I believe that leaves your turn next.
Well, Deverall knows what just hit that crew. I've seen it firsthand, and then I see the shots ring out to my left and see that my crew's handling their business. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet towards the noble Klaus. And my action, since I just saw him hit my boy, I'm casting Hold Person on the Minotaur.
Oh,
Minotaur hasn't hit him.
no, Minotaur hasn't hit me. I hit him twice.
Oh, okay. Who hit him?
Nobody's hit
Nobody.
me. The board has got me charmed, but other than that,
Let me see. How close am I to the bard?
I don't know.
He's up on
40.
stage still.
He's way up on stage across the dance floor there.
What's old person's range? Anybody know right off the
I
top
think
of their
it's
head?
60.
60 feet.
I think so. Yeah,
I'll
I'll double check.
But at the top of the round, let's take a 5-minute break, guys.
Okay.
60-foot range.
Yeah,
60-foot range. No, I'm not casting hold person. I'm using my bonus action to cast Compelled Duel
Nice.
on the bard.
Oh,
What does that actually do?
If he fails his saving throw, he needs to move 30 his movement towards me to fight. And that's a bonus action spell, so that's my spell. My action, I'm going to throw 2 javelins at him as well.
So for the compelled duel, his wisdom save
Wisdom save, yep.
is a 7, so he fails.
He does fail. And then as far as my attacks go, 2 javelin throws, hold on. Okay, a 17 plus 7 is a 24.
that hit.
And then a 9 plus a 7 is 16.
That hit.
They both hit. I didn't roll very well. 6 plus 12, 18 piercing damage.
21.
And that's concentration, so I'm going to have to hold that to bring him down to fight me. So let me check Compelled Duel real quick just to make sure I've got the spell description right.
You attempt to compel a creature into duel. One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against other creatures other than you, and it must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you.
Oh, so
But
he
its
can't
range
even...
is only 30 feet.
And the spell ends if you attack any other creature.
Yes, so go ahead and make sure I hit him with it. I think I'm 30 feet away. That looks about right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
40 feet.
Oh, I wouldn't be close enough to do it, would I? Well, hell's bells. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to hit the Compelled Duel on the Minotaur.
Okay. You got to make a wisdom save.
Mhm.
Correct.
That's a 16.
He saves.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, John.
I still through 2. Can I get a concentration check on the damage from the javelins on the bard to see if he loses concentrate? Oh, well, he already dropped
Yeah,
Tasha's.
he's
Never
not
mind.
concentrating on
Never-
anything, yeah.
Never mind. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. What were you saying, Mike?
I'm sorry, John. I I didn't realize that. Again, new to Artificer, so please bear with me. They will move on their own accord right after my initiative. It's not a bonus action to have a move. It's a bonus action for them to attack.
Yeah, for
So
them to do
technically-
anything other than move and dodge, yeah.
Right, right. So technically, I haven't used my bonus action yet. So I was wondering if I could have my hawk come in on the blinded captain.
Yeah. By all means, before Lysander goes, yeah, sure. Or
Okay,
before
I do.
Richard.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Okay. I thought it was my understanding that you were using your bonus action for them to do anything, but
No, just to attack or use their attack action, or you know what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
takes a bonus action to command an attack.
okay.
Yeah, I'll give you that, dude. That's fine.
And they also
Lancer.
have their reactions if they have anything for reactions. So
Yeah, a homunculus can channel magic as a reaction. I don't
Yeah.
think that. Right. So it's a 4 strike. I guess it's
30-foot range. And then your hawk got what, 40 foot of movement?
The hawk has 30 feet of flight speed.
yeah, which I already moved it down.
Okay. I guess I wouldn't need to move it if it had 30 feet of range.
Yeah, it doesn't need to
The
be
4
that
strike.
close.
So, yeah,
It can-
let me just keep it where it is. Let me just do the attack.
Okay.
And I believe this is at disadvantage because of the blind and deaf and
It's at advantage, you mean?
advantage.
You get
right.
advantage on it.
So that would be 23.
That
Just
is.
blasted his ass.
Yeah, and that's a 1d4 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 3. It's not much, but is 3 plus 3. That is 6
Six
points
force
of force damage. Yeah,
All right.
I'll keep that in my mind for future reference. That it's only for attack that I need to expend a bonus action. So
It's all good, brother. Like I said, Artificer, it takes a little while to get a hang
it's a bit of a
of
learning
what
curve.
all you can do.
yeah,
Once you have it, though, once you got it down, you're gonna freaking love this class. I do. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
All right, Richard, it is your turn, sir. You just got blasted by 2 javelins from across the stage.
So I am, it's a bonus action, gonna yell at Klaus and stop! You don't even know his safe word, and command you to drop your weapon.
Do I have to make a save for that?
No.
What?
As a bonus action, you cast command without expending a spell slot, and you take on an appearance of an unearthly beauty for 1 minute or until your concentration ends. Any creature charmed by you automatically fails its saving throw against the command you cast with this feature.
Holy
Oh, shit.
Is
What college is this?
College of what is it?
Eloquence, isn't it?
No, not eloquence. Let's see. College
It's
of
the
Glamour.
Glamour. Yep, it's the charmy one.
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh
You
yeah,
see
the fairy
Klaus-
part school. Gotcha.
Klaus shoulders his
Oh, drop it.
Samuel. Oh, yeah,
Drop
Drop your weapon.
we're not going to drop it. We'll place it on the ground. We're not going to drop it. We don't drop things.
I've been out for a couple of weeks. Is Klaus? I mean, he's part of our group, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm charmed though right now.
He's charmed right now.
Yeah,
So that was
By
my
one of
bonus
our-
action.
by another one of
Okay.
our party members.
Yeah, he's one of our party members for sure.
But he's charmed by another party member.
No.
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 Charmed
No.
yeah. Opposing bard.
Richard and the Minotaur are not part of your party.
Oh,
That's
I see.
right.
I see. All right, I'm catching up.
Yeah, Richard and Sirloin. Remember they were from whole nother.
Well, I remember Sirloin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sirloin from one of our one shots. Yeah.
That is him casting a spell, even though it's a bonus action.
Yep. So what's your action? What we're waiting on.
My action is going to be to actually come up. Let's see. 5. Why am I still on this shirt? 5, 10. Where was I? Right there. 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25. And attack with my dancing longsword. And an 18 plus 3 is a 21 to hit.
That's it. You're hitting me?
Yep,
Okay, I am no longer charmed or enamored.
that is correct.
by you.
So that is 1d8. 5 plus my dex would be 11 points.
Oof.
All right. All right, Lysander, it is your turn. And seeing all this, Lysander, people are rushing by. They're jumping around, rushing for the exit, trying to find any way out of this. So, what are you doing?
I will set down my jade mug, and I will go ahead and pull out my gun.
No shit.
It's gonna get really loud in here really quick.
Here comes the boom.
I'm like, if Mulmaster didn't know we were here already, they will now.
Your blind and deaf guards may actually hear this.
Oh, they
I
gonna feel the reverb.
I will use my thunder cannon on Sirloin.
Okay.
That's about to be a dead Minotaur.
Yeah, probably not. 14's going to miss, isn't it?
Yes. But is that like an area of effect?
No.
No,
It's
it's
a
just
point
a
of
really
fear.
loud gun.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you missed him. It tinks off of his back plate. Bing! All right. So, the first knight starts flailing wildly, walking this way. The second knight does the same thing here.
Okay. At the end of their turn, they can repeat the saving throw.
Okay. And then he's just going to walk forward, flailing. They're going to make those saving throws again.
Yep.
13. 7. Ooh. 18. 18 for the one went center right.
Center right. So this
Right
one?
here. This one here. Yep, that one there. He's no longer, he's supposed to be up here. But yeah, he's no longer whatever. He got an 18.
Okay.
And then 19 for 15 plus 4 for this guy over here. Right over here.
Okay. That's cool, it
For
doesn't
the
happen to the end of their turn anyway, so.
For the captain. Oh, it's not the captain's turn. It's Raider's turn. All right, Raider, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I love this part.
Horrors bursting through the doors.
Yes. Raider bursts through the door and charges straight ahead and attacks the blind captain right in front of Abchanshu. With advantage.
Well, you're going to do that at regular because by the time he busts through the door, people are trying to flood out that door.
So what does that mean?
Matter of fact, I'll give you just half movement, and you take advantage on you. Just half, because you're trying to get through that crowd of people. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. I still move more than 20 feet.
I'm like,
Yeah.
he's...
And I rolled a 12.
We call it rough terrain down there.
Okay, let me see what my plus to hit is. Hold on. 12 plus 6. That's an 18 hit.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to need him to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
15
Blind,
plus
deaf, and prone.
18.
He's not knocked prone,
Oh,
so I don't get my bonus action attack. But my hoofs hit him for.
He did just get hooked really bad.
Yeah, he got hoofed for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
If I'd have knocked him prone, I'd have got to stomp him.
All right,
Lucky.
it is his turn. Being hoofed, he's just going to turn and swing his sword. He gets multi-attack, so he's going to swing it twice behind him. Just swing wildly at disadvantage. So 7 or 19. He gets a 7. So does a 13 hit?
No, 13 does not hit.
All right, so that's the first attack. 12 or 20. So he'll take the 12. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, so he does 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 3 slashing damage. 1d10. Oh, you take 8, 9, 10, 11 points of slashing damage to Raider.
Got it.
And now it is the Minotaur's turn. The Minotaur have been compelled to fight the Paladin. Turn.
No, he saved. He's not compelled. Yeah, he saved. It was the bard failed to save, but we realized he was out of range.
So, seeing.
But
that,
I did throw 2 javelins into your lover, so yeah.
seeing that he just stuck 2 javelins into my the Minotaur's sirloin friend. He is going to turn and take his halberd out and take a nice swipe at you. And I am going to use my smites, the branding and the searing.
You can only use one of them. Which one are you going to use?
I can use both of them. One of them is an ability that I can use up to my proficiency, and one of them is a spell for a bonus action.
right. So you have divine, and then the other one is what you're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, so your bonus action is branding, right?
Yep. And then the
Okay.
divine smite's just there.
Okay.
So let me put my glasses. I don't even know how I haven't played
You
this
save the divine smite until you actually hit. That's when you use it.
game. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there to say that it's there. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So,
You might want to give Klaus a bonus a attack.
oh, that's
Minotaur too.
a nat 20.
Okay, well, it's still a normal hit. I wear adamantine armor.
Yep. So that's a 29 to hit. So that's a 1d10 plus 2d8 plus another 2d8.
Nope. You do not get a critical against Deverall. I wear adamantine armor.
Right, but he's got a smite going on. So which?
I got a divine smite and a branding smite.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's 4d8, 1d10.
Yeah, the divine smite will be 2d8.
Branding smite is 2d6.
Your halberd 1d10. Branding smite adds what? A d6?
2d6.
2d6. Okay. 2d6, 2d8, 1d10.
Yep. All right, here we go. 1d10 is a 1. So you
I'll
get
take it.
7 for there so far. 2d6 is 6. So that's 7.
13.
13. And then 6 and 3 is 9. So 22 points of damage
Blade smite.
to you, and glitter explodes when his halberd hits you and tears into your chest plate, digging deep. At point of impact and at time of impact, glitter just explodes into a rainbow of colors. and sparking as they glisten in the firelight and the torches and the braziers, lightings of the braziers.
And all
You,
that
you
extra
have my
damage is great.
attention, Sir Paladin.
And now, with that, let us all take a 5-minute break so I can check on my kids and
Okay.
refill my coffee.
Make it 10
Sounds
because I
good.
need to do a walk. So
How's everybody? Is everybody enjoying the fight so far?
Yeah, who came up with the map for this, man?
JD.
AD
Wow.
generated it.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a real good job, didn't he?
Yeah, no doubt.
Really good job. So, all right, let's take 5, guys.
Sounds
Andy said
good.
it has to be longer because he's got to do a walk.
That's fine. That's fine. I gotta check on my kids.
Stop! You don't even know his safe word.
I know. Well, all I can say is, where's the beef going to need a safe word when it's my next turn? Oh, where's the beef? Just hit me hard. Oh, see, picking your one uncommon magical item often is very critical, because if that would have fucking critted me to hit me for the max amount of damage on top of the 25 he just rolled, Deverell would have been hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt. Yeah, I'm going to say that fancy new tabard that he was wearing just got obliterated in that shot. Wow.
Well, so I believe Sirloin is the same level. Richard and Sirloin are both level 7s. So,
Oh, they're a level higher than we are then.
but there's 5 of you, or 5 of us versus those
Oh,
two.
I'm not worried, man. I'm really not.
I should have remembered I was a sharpshooter and taking that disadvantage, the plus 10 to attack.
Well, what you would have done is you still would have took the -5 to the roll, but you would have rolled it with advantage.
Right.
Yeah. Damn right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, it's a learning curve, buddy.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter's one of them things, like, I don't use it unless I'm pretty sure I can hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
Because
advantage, that's the kind of the time to use it.
it absolutely is, though. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because then you would have hit him for plus 15 per shot. That'd have been an automatic 30 points of damage on top of what you rolled.
Right. So instead of 22, I would have hit like for 50.
Yep.
I don't think
Yes.
we have anything to worry from these guards.
Nah, Chanshu kind of fucked their world off with that necrotic wave.
Yeah, he did.
So, just to make sure, like, Richard and Sirloin are not part of the original group.
No, they're the BGGs.
The BGGs. Okay.
The big good guys.
The big
I
good
was getting a
guys.
little confused. I was like, is Sirloin... Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Oh, because he was so friendly to you? Yeah, I mean, that's Sirloin. He's a social justice warrior.
Yeah.
He's all about equity and equality.
And
The,
Richard,
We
so
are
John
the
told me
people
what he
he
wanted.
hates.
John told me what he wanted for this session, so I offered up Richard, and John's like, "Cool." I sent him the character sheet, and he's like, "How about you just play him?"
Right.
Uh,
Like I can't play them. I won't do them
the
justice.
mystery solved. I was wondering, Erica was like, is there
That's why I'm playing
both
two
sides of the
characters.
fence here, or what's going on?
Yeah, no, it just happened to be. He told me he wanted to bring Sirloin in, and I remembered something from that campaign, and I'm like, oh, I created a companion character for him, and I offered him up, you know.
Yeah.
No,
How are
cool.
y'all enjoying this so far?
Oh, it's fun.
I'm loving it.
It's fun. Yeah.
I'm fucking loving it.
I kind of threw it together last minute. Me and Eric talked about it a little bit yesterday, and then I thought about like Like literally, JD made this map today, or last night, or something.
Dude, he made it 10 minutes before session.
Yeah, like
Right. I threw a map over. I threw a map over to him to use, and he was like, "I can generate a map, you know." And I was like, "Oh, well, do you got a ballroom?" And 2 minutes later, bow! I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's our map.
you know how
That's
I
our
DM,
map.
like,
That's badass."
I DM by the seat of my britches.
Yeah, it's like Parkinson's law. You'll fit whatever task in the time that you're allotted.
Pretty much. And me and Rocky were talking about that this morning. And he was like, I said, out of all of us, I was like, I'm probably the most carefree DM. I don't do rules, and I don't give a shit what you do. You're more than welcome to try. By all means, if you want to try to pick that lock with a pencil eraser, shit, give it a try. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit.
Oh man, that's too funny. Nah, John, this is fun now. This is a good session.
When they introduced Klaus, they found a note in my room that said I'm next door tidying up. And the night before, the merchant that I was imitating with the invitation here had stepped on my brand new blue suede shoes. So I was in his room cleaning up. I had him tied up to the chair with his gag in his mouth, and like a platter on the table with a pate on it, and I had some of that smeared on the window, so there was like a gaggle of birds right on the other side of the window trying to get to the little pate to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to cut his eyelids off and then rub that pate on his face under his eyes and all that, and then I opened the window and let the birds peck his eyes out. But above the platter was a mirror right across from him, so he could watch the birds peck his eyes out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's no joke, man. A good pate is nothing to that's
Well,
yeah. Don't want to put that to waste.
I made the pate out of his tongue. Yeah. I cut his tongue off and made the pate out of it. And that's how the group was introduced, really, to Klaus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Klaus strikes me as a sadistic, quite a sadistic.
Yeah, he's a psychopath. There's no doubt about it. Klaus is a complete psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling me and Rock were talking. I was like, dude, I think I made the Joker by accident. Like,
that's what the first thought that came to my head is, especially when you were lying on the ground laughing maniacal. There's the image that came to my mind is how many times the Joker's fallen over on the ground just laughing uncontrollably.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think that's who I built was the Joker, without trying to build the Joker.
Right.
He's a College of Whispers bard and an assassin rogue.
Yeah.
So, that infiltrator, that saboteur, master of disguise, assassin, basically. The master poisoner, master forger, master of disguise.
He's like Arya in Game of Thrones when she kills the river.
Except with no honor and a complete fucking psychopath. Yeah.
That's what I told. I was like, that's how it is. Like, I'll rub my hand over my face and my face will change. Kind of like that dude from Game of Thrones. We'll just turn around and be somebody completely different.
Yeah.
Faceless man.
Jakar.
Yeah, that guy. Kind of like him.
Game of Thrones earlier this morning saying we need to sit down and rewatch it, except for the last season.
Oh, dude. I've been watching old clips from Game of Thrones lately, and I had forgotten just how really good that show was until last season.
Yeah.
I quit watching it.
I've been watching The House of the Dragon.
I've been watching that too. Tonight's the new episode.
Yep. Episode 6, I believe. second season.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my wife power bombed the first season last week, and then got all caught up, and we're watching the second season now.
Well, guess what I got, guys? I got my hammock tent yesterday
Oh, cool.
with the bug net and the rain tarp.
I gotta tell you, man, the mosquitoes in Canada and Alaska are no joke. They are the national bird for the Yukon.
Really?
Oh my god, man! I would wake up having expect half my arm to be eaten off, and be thankful it wasn't. But I came back with my legs. I must have had 20 mosquito bites on my legs.
Damn it.
Yeah. It was, bug spray is like your new cocktail. You just
You went hardcore roughing it.
Yeah, because
I was tenting on the ground, so
that's the best way to tent.
I think so. You know, my buddy, you saw his setup. He's got a rooftop. He's got a Rubicon Gladiator, and on top of it's got a kind of a pop-up tent kind
Rooftop
of thing.
tent. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Those things are pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't like them because I mean, yeah, it'll give you a flat surface, but I would imagine that shit is hard to sleep on.
You put a mat down, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I bet it's still real rigid. And once you put the mat in there, it's going to take away overhead space.
Mhm.
Those things aren't that tall.
Yeah. And the guy's 6'4".
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was already balled up in that motherfucker like a baby.
Yeah. But we even found at a couple of campsites we had to be really particular about where we parked the Jeep because it did need to be level for it, or as level as you could.
Yep.
So that me, man, I would have been times where I would have been like, oh man, I need to go head to head, and I would have just tumbled that 10 feet right out of the tent.
Right.
As opposed to be on the ground, I just hit the ground rolling and keep rolling until I get to where I need to go.
That's it. I know I got that. I got a one-person backpacking tent that I've used twice. It's a good little tent, man. Good little small, kind of like that one you were in, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a two-person. It was a REI T2 quarter dome. And we've had it for, my God, 2008 or 2009. I did catch one night it leaking a little bit, so I put a rubber sealant over all of it, and that stopped that. It made the tarp, the fly sheet,
waterproof again.
Yeah,
it was silicone sealant.
Yeah, for $10, it was definitely worth it.
Yep, look clear. You just need some water and some clear silicone, and you'll coat it right up.
And we ate Spam and potatoes pretty much every other meal.
You need that protein. You need those calories. Keep going.
Yeah, man.
All
Get to the river, get to the lake.
I got a dirty 20 to hit the captain with my dagger.
All right.
I
That
did
hits him.
7 points of damage.
Hold on one second. Let me go get my glasses. Give me 1 second. I'll come down. 7 points, so I got you, JD.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, as I withdraw the dagger from him, I'm going to cast Blood Armor. Which brings up my armor class to, let's see, 18 plus my dex, so makes my armor class 22 for the next hour.
Your armor class is 22?
Yep. As I withdraw the blade, and the blood follows out of the wound and forms over me as an armor.
Okay.
So basically like Carrie.
Nice. You got a hardened candied shell.
Yeah, something like that.
That's awesome. Oh, Chewie turned into a hot blood sundae. Damn, I kill myself sometimes.
Let's
I
see,
should
and
do
see
mine.
if this guy is unblinded. I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple steps back. So 5, 10, 15. You can have the
Now
captain
he will.
take a shot at me with disadvantage if you'd like.
Yep. So 7 or 1. He misses.
Okay. And then it's Klaus's turn.
All right. So as Klaus is no longer charmed by the bard, can I not scoot up on the screen? I'm going to bend over, pick up my club, my what you call it, and I'm going to mollywop old Richard there. So does a 18 plus 8 does a what's a 26 hit?
Yes.
All right, so that's gonna do 2d6 plus 4. There's no sneak attack. Oh, that's 7, 11. You're gonna get 11 points of damage to Richard. And for my bonus action, I am going to give myself Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration is a creature other than yourself.
I can give it to myself as a Whisper Bard.
Ian?
I think you can psychic. Can you?
Yeah,
I was like,
that's,
you can use the psychic blades.
yeah,
Is
that's
that
what
a-
I'm giving myself, making it to where I can use Psychic Blades. That's how I use my Psychic Blades. I use a Bardic
Yeah, it's a bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Blade.
you use the inspiration, but it's not actually inspiration. You just use a charge of your inspiration to use the
Oh.
blades.
Okay.
Well,
That's what I was
I'm adding that 2d6 also then to that damage because I'm Psychic Blade.
Yeah, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration to deal an additional 2d6 psychic damage to that target.
Yep.
Yes. Take another 7 psychic damage, Eric, Richard.
Oh, and actually at this level it's 3d6.
Oh, then you did another.
No, it's not. He's 3/3.
Yeah, I'm only at level 3 on the.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I forgot you're multi-classed.
So altogether, what's that? 11.
You did a total of 18 points of damage.
All right. Yep. And that is my turn. That's not my bonus action, is it, to do that?
Yes, that's your
Yes.
bonus action.
Okay. All right. That is it. I am done.
Raziel.
Okay. I will take sharpshooter against the captain here. 2 shots with my pistol
At advantage.
at advantage. That's
Well,
what
range. How far are you? We're going to say you're at normal because of all the people trying to rush and get out. So we'll give you a normal shot because you're 10, 15,
Well,
20.
as sharpshooter, I ignore half or 3/4
It
cover.
doesn't-
Oh, yeah, you're good.
It don't
And
matter.
also as sharpshooter, I ignore
Oh, you're good.
range disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot. You're good. That's what sharpshooter does. You're right. My bad. You're good.
Nope,
Shoot 'em.
nope. I'm learning as we go too. This is like some new territory for me. So, okay. So the first one, where is it? Okay. Hang on. It is either a 14 or it's a 14 hit.
The captain, no.
Okay. And then my second shot 21.
That does hit.
Okay.
Holy.
So that is. Yeah, that's a good roll. That is 6 plus 5. That's 11.
It's a 6 plus 15.
Sharp.
Sharp.
I thought it was just 10 to
You
10
add
additional.
10 to the damage.
Right.
If the modifier is 5, it's still plus 10. It's 6 plus 15.
Okay, 6 plus. That's what I came up to. 21. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and have Hawk swoop in. Or, no, I don't even have to. I can just force render from there. And again, I guess that's an advantage. So that's a +3 for this, what my PD is. And 14 plus 3 is 17.
That barely hits.
Barely hits. Okay, so it's 1d4 plus my BP. That's 2 plus 3. So 5 points of force damage. And since I just read that sharpshooter, there is no disadvantage on range or cover. Who's the guy behind me with the 14 AC?
That's Lysander, I believe.
Yeah, that's my character.
Oh, okay.
He's on your team.
Yeah. I was wondering why he's lurking behind me. I'm like, and I'm trying to figure out who's playing for what team.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, like anyone that would just kind of be new to the party, it's like, wait a minute, is he part of the party or is he not part of the party? Who's at this party? I think I'm pretty comfortable where I am. I don't have any bonus action really. And I'm pretty well covered here at half. So I'll stay put. I believe I don't think I have any bonus action that I can do.
You used it to attack with Hawk.
Yeah, okay. And that's I think I'll stay put. That's me.
Okay.
All right. Deverall, it's your turn, big guy.
Bonus action, Shield of Fate. So my armor class is also 22. And then let's see if I hit this guy. 17 plus 8. That's 25.
That hits.
And 11 plus 8 is 19. Is that it?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and burn a second level spell slot and hit him with a Divine Smite because he glitter bombed me. So that'll be a 48 attack plus 7. So, oh, there we go. 7 and 8 is 15. That's the first two. 5 and 6 is 11. That's 26 plus 7.
30,
31.
33.
33, yeah.
33 damage to old Tenderloin there.
How would you like to do this?
When he hit me with his halberd, I stagger back just a step, not out of range for an opportunity attack, but I look up at him and a smile creases my face and my eyes get large. And I swing and he deflects my first shot with his halberd and I uppercut and just split him from loin to chin as a flash of orange radiance bursts through his chest. Wow!
And watching your lover fall, Richard, collapsing to his knees and then falling back onto his mechanical legs. It is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Richard is extremely pissed now. He will cast Thunder Wave. So it's a 15-foot cube around me.
You about to fuck the noble off.
I don't even give a shit at this point.
Yeah. Huh?
That's perfect. Let him die. That's perfect. Happy birthday, bitch.
Boom! Ain't making it to 101 hole.
So, Klaus, you need to roll a con save.
Okay. Constitution, I get +2.
I need more D8s.
17.
Okay, so you take half. Right.
You want someone to roll for the noble?
Yeah, roll for the noble.
All right.
We'll say he's 100 years old, so we'll say he has 45 hit points.
Okay, I rolled a 7.
Technically, as a noble, he
So-
only gets 2d8, so 16.
Yeah, but he's around for 100 years. We'll give him some credit for living 100 years. We'll double it. We'll go 32.
Okay.
I rolled a 7
11.
with no modifier, so
Okay. Is it Dex?
Constitution, I think.
So, Klaus, you take 10 points of thunder damage.
Oh shit, Klaus.
So the noble takes 20 then, and is moved.
Yeah, it was 21.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Okay, so 21 and is moved like 10 feet.
Yeah, along with any other unsecured objects.
And he got blasted. Blow!
Yeah, he did. Happy birthday. Blow out your candle. Time to blow out your candle.
He is the candle.
Yeah.
What's that? Use that.
Minus 21 is,
And then he will go ahead. Oh, that was a spell. So bonus actions. Well, he was going to use that until you killed him.
Healing word.
No, Mantle of Inspiration.
Ah, okay.
So
I mean, technically, you could still save him if you have,
can't cast any spells.
yeah. Well, I think you can. It lasts up to a minute, so.
What?
Revivify.
I don't even think I have it.
Okay.
So he will. Is her take his action? His action. He's almost dead anyway. That's it.
All right. Lysander, after seeing this eruption of emotion explode out of Richard after watching his companion, friend, lover perish, you watch the noble, the birthday boy, get blasted across the dance floor as he comes sliding to a screeching halt along his face and neck and shoulder. Some serious raspberries. It's your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at Richard. Anybody's gonna make thunder noises. It's gonna be me.
All right. The thunder off now.
Yeah, it's,
And he hits exactly a 15.
Nice. Kablooey.
Yeah, it is pretty much kablooey, but you know.
Yeah, wait till you hear this roll for damage that's about to come out of this fucking cannon.
It's only 1d12 plus 2 plus 3d6.
You know, hey. Hope Richard's ready for that.
Oh, Richard's not ready for any of it.
Well, he's no longer going to be with us.
No, he is not. So that's 10, 15, 21 points of damage, and he had 4 hit points left. So, I literally put a smoking hole through his forehead that crackles with lightning.
What forehead?
Well, you know,
There's a canoe where the top of his head used to be.
it's crackling with lightning.
That's crackling with lightning.
And with that being done, as his head explodes into a split cavern, Klaus looks at you and says, "No, he was mine. Oh, never interfere in my bard offs."
Guards didn't seem like they were going to be a problem.
As he leaves the gore and brain matter and skull all over his face, he doesn't even wipe it off.
It is
All
the
right,
knight's
it is
turn.
the knight's turn. Oh, that's a noise. So this one just is going to feel his way around. So he's going to go boom, 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 not really going anywhere. He's blind.
Tripping over chairs.
This one's going to do the same thing, just going to walk forward because he's blind. This one is going to run up and take 2 swipes at the hawk. There's a 7 hit.
No.
And his second attack is a 17.
I think he'll evade. That's how that works. Let me just kind of look here. If you're not going to subject to
No,
an
that's
attack,
Mike. That's a saving throw. Evasion is a saving throw.
Oh, it is. Okay. No problem.
All right. So
He's got
17,
13
that's it.
AC.
All right, so it does 2d6 plus 3.
What's he hit?
Like 1 hit point. The hawk.
No, he's got 12 hit points.
8 plus 3. He did exactly 12 points of damage.
All right.
Actually, 8 plus 3 is 11.
11.
11. You get 1 hit point left. My bad, I can't count.
Okay.
So I was still correct. He has 1 hit point.
You are correct, sir. 1 hit point remaining.
All right, that is his turn. The other knight, seeing the horse bust through, he can't go right up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to run over here and attack the horse, 2 swipes with his long sword. Yes, you get something to drink. 15 hit.
Nope.
All right, for a second attack, with a 19 hit.
Yes.
All right, 2d6 plus 3. You take 6 points of damage. Slashing
Doka?
to the horse. Sirloin is dead. Raider, it's your turn.
Raider's going to rear up and try to kick the shit out of the veteran that he already attacked.
Okay.
And an 8, I almost rolled a nat 20. It rolled off onto an 8. Plus 6. So, no, he misses with a 14.
Yep.
And he's just doing Raider shit. He keeps rearing up and trying to kick. So, there's no movement. Raider's turn is over.
All right. The veteran is going to, he's still blind, so he's just going to swing with his 2 attacks wildly at disadvantage at the horse. A 5 for the first, and an 8 for the second, so he misses both times.
Oh, shit.
I mean, hell, he's blind. I get to make a save now because he's not blind. Wisdom save, right?
Yep. No, Constitution.
Constitution, that's a 17.
Chewie, what's your DC? JD, you there?
Oh, and the
Sorry,
other
I forgot
knight's
I had
not.
my mic muted. Yeah, he saved.
And the other guy got a 19. He's no longer blinded either.
Which one?
The one on the left. Oh, and then the one on the
This
top
one?
center, he got an 8. He's still blinded. So
Okay.
this guy here is no longer blinded,
Okay.
but this guy here is still blinded.
Okay.
All right, and then that's the end of top of the round. It goes back to you, Chewie.
Sorry, I forgot I had my mic muted. Let's see. Yeah, I'll burn it first. Sure. I'll walk over to this guy, take out my dagger, use my bonus action to cast Bloody Smite. 8 plus 7 is 15. That's not right. Or there we go, 17 plus 7 is 24. So I deal d4 and d6. Nice. Max damage. So he'll take 8 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. And at the beginning of each of his turns, he needs to make a con save. What?
That's not necessary. Not necessary.
Oh.
How would you like to do this, sir?
Well.
Oh no, that you went over to the soldier. Oh, never mind. He's still alive.
Okay.
I thought you were doing that to the captain. He's still alive.
Yeah, no. So yeah, at the beginning of... At the start of each of his turns, he'll need to make a con saving throw, or take an additional d6 necrotic damage, as he bleeds profusely from the mouth. He can't speak intelligibly or cast spells if they have a verbal component. Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
If he receives any kind of healing or a medicine check, then the spell will end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. I am going, then it is Klaus's turn. I'm going to El Cabal. Old, no, Richard's dead, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh.
Here, I'll delete him.
I'm going to move my 30 feet. 15, 30. I'm going to move my 30 feet. And then I'm going to teleport with my ability another 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to teleport with my bonus action here. And with advantage, I'm going to strike this guy here for my sneak attack with my, whatchamacallit, my stiletto. Vandalore. So 18 plus 8 or a 13 plus 8. So 18. 8 is what? 26. That hits him.
Yep.
So that's going to be 1d6, 3d6 plus 3, 4. 3d6 plus 4. 5, 8, 12, 16 points of damage to that gentleman there, and he has disadvantage on his attack. What did I say? 16?
Yeah. Are
Yeah,
you
16.
including your weapon damage in that?
No, I'm not even including psychic blades on that one.
No. Your weapon damage. So you have your weapon damage plus shillelagh plus
Yeah.
your sneak attack.
What's the weapon damage? What's the shillelagh damage?
D6.
Yeah, I rolled that. I didn't roll the weapon damage.
The weapon damage is a D8 because it's a club.
Oh,
No, well, there's only a D6.
D6. Sorry. So yeah. So roll one more D6.
a 6.
Oof.
That'd be 4d6s with the sneak attack. So what I say, 16 plus 6 is 22 minus 22 on that guy.
Yep.
All right. He's a little befuddled. And that is the end of Klaus's turn. And roll me perception checks, everybody.
15.
21.
10.
14.
Everybody realizes, except for Devereaux's seen it, but he just doesn't comprehend because he's kind of in a rage of battle right now. But everybody realizes that Klaus just teleported.
We've seen it before.
Not that you haven't. No, you haven't.
Yes, we have. You did it against the treants.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, never mind then. You just okay. That motherfucker teleported again. Cool. Never mind. I thought that was something new. All right. That's my turn. Go ahead, Raz. It's your turn, sir.
All right. So because you shillelagh'd them, he's at a disadvantage of attack. Is the advantage to hit?
Yeah, we're flanking him.
Okay. Even I am at
Well, no,
30
you're
feet
not
away.
flanking him.
Okay. All right.
But
Let's take 2 regular
He's
pot
being
shots.
flanked by 2 of your allies, me and your hawk.
Mhm.
So you get
Okay.
advantage on the attack.
Okay. If I get advantage on the attack, I'm going to sharpshooter.
Heard.
Okay. The bird gets advantage, but I don't.
No, you get advantage.
Okay. Let me do my 2 pot shots at sharpshooter then. This is the first one. 13. A 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Barely.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 15 plus whatever I roll. So the damage for that is 19 points.
All right. So with that, your second shot, there's no need to worry about shooting him, for he is dead.
Okay. I will go ahead and after dispatching him, I will go ahead and take. Now, I just want to be sure before I do this. Is the birthday boy? That's who we're here to take out.
No, we're here to go to a party. It just happens to be his party.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and take my second shot at the blinded one right in front of
Chewy. All
Okay.
right. And again, he's blinded.
Yeah, and again, sharpshooter. So it is either a 18 or
That
a
hits.
okay. And so 15 plus this.
That's 18 points.
He also falls dead at the feet of Chewie.
Okay, and I will go ahead and have Hawk. I don't know what to do with him. Yeah, screw it. I could bring it back. Swoop in and do a. Well, I don't even have to even swoop in. I can do it from 30 feet.
Yeah.
I'll have him move like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and force rend or force attack the one that's in front of the horse.
All right, that's Soldier 4.
Okay, and that is.
I think he's
okay,
talking about the
plus
captain,
3.
actually.
That's the captain.
Captain's dead. No, the captain's right in front of the horse. He's gone.
I got a 30. I got a dirty 20 for Hawk. Yeah, I got a dirty 20 for Hawk.
That's it.
Yeah, and that is 2 plus the 2 plus 3. That's 5 points.
All right.
I believe that's me. Yep.
All right.
I like where I am on that kind of.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40.
You should leave him alive.
Is that what you say as I walk past you?
Yeah. To
Keep
send
him
a
alive?
message to the blade.
I'm going to use all my movement. 35, 40, 45. I'm just getting up at space.
All right.
If I was going to get close enough, I was going to whip out my whip and lash him to death, but we'll see. That's Deverall's turn. He didn't do anything extra.
All right. Lysander, it's your turn, big guy.
And
Hey, JD, roll me a persuasion check against my insight.
7.
And I roll an 11. Okay, so I'm not persuaded to leave him alive.
still another guard.
Hey, the Blade Boros knew who he sent.
So
We don't need to leave anybody alive to tell that tale.
in perfect murder hobo
There's plenty of people
character.
trying to get out. And at this particular point, you can see the room has thinned out quite a bit. There's still some people like coming out from under tables and from out from behind curtains and things like that. A couple of stragglers. There's some looking harder than others at you as they depart the ballroom.
Lysander, being a murder hobo, I'm going to take a shot at the noble.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
He's had a good long life.
Taken out by a man in a pink tuxedo.
How about for a natural 20?
Oh, my God.
So, how do you want to do that? Because he's dead.
No.
Just off your double damage, he's dead.
There's just a loud bang and flash of lightning, and he.
Pink mist.
The last century flashed before his eyes.
Now only his waist, his belly button down is the only thing standing. Where his whole body once was, as the top half of him just evaporated.
Poor noble. He
And then
got
he
hit
just-
with a thunder wave, then blasted to pieces in the back.
Yep,
When you get
So
to that
now-
age, you're half the man you used to be.
that takes a whole new meaning. All right. So he's dead. You got any bonus actions there?
No, I'm just gonna now at this point start kleptoing. So
All right. It's the knight's turn. He seeing the noble just get obliterated. He's going to turn and run back towards the door. There. This one is going to turn and take his great sword and swing twice at Mr. Deverall. Does an 11? No. Second one, does a 23 hit you? Deverall?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, my armor class is 22 right now. So 23. That's hitting me.
It gets you 2d6 plus 3.
Okay, roll it.
That's going to be 10 points of slashing damage done to you.
Nice. He
And
smiled.
it is Raider's turn.
Would you consider we have him flanked?
I don't know, flank. You're kind of side by side.
Okay, fair enough. Raider just rolled a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
And I rolled a 4 and a 3. That's 7 plus 4. So 11 bludgeoning damage from Raider.
So he takes the horse rears back and kicks this guy right in the ribs and in the shoulder as he steps over and hits the pews and kind of staggers back to his feet looking all, discombobulated and whatnot. But still standing.
Nice.
All right.
Top of the round.
Top of the round.
Let's see.
Firebolt.
you haven't caused any collateral damage today. Make sure you
You know you did that because you hate rich people.
I'm gonna blood bolt this one. Oh, and miss. That's my turn.
All right, is that bolt of red Icarus life juice shoots past and fizzles out up against the wall. All right, it's Klaus's turn. Klaus is going to run back here to fight with advantage. So he is going to stick and move. Shillelagh with a 16 plus 8. That's going to hit. That's 4d6 plus 4. That's 10, 14, 17, 21 points of damage to that guy. And as I bring my instrument around and hit him across the side of the head, you watch this, Deverall, you can see explicitly that the skin splits across his forehead, and you can see the bone crack and shatter from the force of the guitar as it caves in the side of his head, and he falls dead at our feet. And that is my turn. Raz, it's your turn, big guy.
Okay. I will take 2 pot shots at the remaining knight that's trying to get out the door.
All right.
And I think these are just straight shots because I don't have advantage. So the first one is 14.
Misses.
And the second shot is I rolled a natty 1, so that means that's misfire.
Jesus.
And so I got to make sure. Yeah, it doesn't. So basically, I'll have to spin a round to unjam it.
Okay, so your gun is out of commission until you take a round to unjam it.
Yeah, and then let's see here. I will have my hawk move up 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and go ahead and force render or force attack the remaining guard.
All right.
And that is, where's my d20? There it is. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That really hits him.
Okay, and that's 1d4 plus 3. So 3 points. I'm sorry, 6 points total.
All right, 6 points.
And that is, that's me.
That's me, Mario.
So bam, click, bam.
All right, Deverall, go ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. To attack with my battle axe. And one's a dirty 20, and one is 3 plus 8 is 11. So 1 hit.
Yep, the 20 hits.
Okay.
209.
For 12 slashing damage.
How much?
12.
All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to shove with my shield to knock him prone. Contested athletics check.
Do I need to make a save?
Contested, you need to make an athletics check.
I have a +3 in athletics. That's an 18.
Well, I rolled a 21 with an 11 plus 10. So I just knocked him prone too.
Yep. Now he is prone.
And that's Deverall's turn.
All right. Lysenda.
At this point, just looking around for any purses, any sacks of gold, anything that's been left. I'm just literally being my klepto self.
Luke,
right. I'm going to say you have a 5% chance of finding something.
Okay.
I rolled a 32%, so you don't find anything right now.
Okay.
All right. It's the knight's turn. He is going to get up 15 feet and
Get out the door now.
take two swipes at Deverall. A 21.
Nope.
A 7.
Neither.
Tink. Miss. Raider. It's the Radar Nation.
5, 10, 15, 20. Boom.
Kind of squeezes by you.
Okay, 18 plus 6 is 24.
That is.
I need him to make a strength saving throw.
It's a 14.
Yep.
Oh, 15. Excuse me, 15.
Okay, well, he saved with a 14. So he's good.
12
But he
plus
still takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
11.
11.
All right. It is the top of the round.
This guy's still alive?
Yep.
Well, he hadn't taken any damage from the start of the fight. He was bumbling around.
That first blast from you.
Yeah. Yeah, might need to step up a little.
I'm gonna walk up and kind of spider climb over the top of the chair there. And I'll just actually, I'm gonna bite it.
Uh-oh.
$17 plus 5.
That hits.
Yeah, 21.
You reach
So
up, grab him by the side of his head and his shoulder and pull him apart and take a big old latch into his neck.
for 4 points of piercing damage.
And with that, when you bite him and you start to pull, you can feel the last little bit of his essence fade as you can feel his heartbeat. Boom. 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 And he fades. No more Harding. And we are all out of combat.
I'll cast a cantrip on Mend on Hawk.
All right.
And I will lay of hands on Raider and bring him back up to full.
This is the first combat where I didn't take any damage.
So I use 17 of my lay of hands. I have 8 left. I'll go ahead and give myself the other 8, bringing me up to 51.
All right.
So I'll go over to this table and bring up a screwdriver that miraculously turns into little tinkerer tools, and I start trying to unjam my pistol.
Right on.
And you notice at that point that I do have another pistol on my other hip.
Everybody roll me perception checks.
7.
11.
18.
Is he draining this guy?
23.
Okay. Mike, you and Eric, y'all realize that there are some people that have stayed and have watched this spectacle that's gone on. Huey, you're too busy just sucking every bit of essence of this guy. You're turning him to a Capri Sun sack. You know what I'm saying? And Deverall, you're more focused on Raider right now than you are anything else. Because, well, you doing you.
Dude, I just mounted up on him, and I'm just kind of circling around.
Right.
Just watching Chewie just suck the life out of it, dude, with just a stone face. I'm watching him die, and I don't care. I'm like,
And that, my guys, is the end of my session.
Oh, dude. Great.
Question.
Great session today, man. That was
So,
fun.
question, because I know Richard had a dancing sword. Do we want to give that out or no? It's to the group. We've
It's
been
only
giving out
one
like
sword. Well, and then you got